I know that we love an Amazon wig, or am I the only one that still wears Amazon wigs? Like, you can't go wrong, especially if you're in a rush and you need something. Summer is here, and we love a little color. So let's get into this. I'm going to go through the entire tutorial of how I install and glue down my wigs, okay? So of course you need a wig. This one is from Eunice. It's a ready to wear wig. The knots are bleached, the lace is cut, the hairline is plucked, the hair is pre-colored for you. This is the cap construction. I think this is a 7x6 lace closure. If it's bigger, I'll put it down below in the description box, but this is the cap. It comes with a comfortable part for your ears, like, and it's adjustable. It has elastic band and combs in there for you to wear glueless if you do decide to wear glueless. But me myself, I need some glue. But let's start at one point at a time. Let's customize this because they say that these are ready to wear, and that's fine, but I like to customize mine a little bit more. So because they come pre-plucked, I like to take the area that's already pre-plucked and I like to part that out, and then I will pluck behind that area. My favorite tweezers to use is from Revlon, friend, and you get those from Amazon, or you can go to the store and buy them, but I feel like they're more expensive in the store. So once you do that, I like to do like 3 sections. I like to part 3 times, plug, part, and then I will get the density in the front of the hairline that I am looking for. And once I do that, I like to comb all the hair backwards and then pluck the front of the hair so everything can blend in seamlessly. Okay, another tip. Make sure you are not heavy-handed when you are plucking because it is very easy to tear holes in your lace. It doesn't matter if you have HD or regular transparent lace. It does not matter. Don't be heavy-handed, especially if you have branding tweezers, because you could definitely poke holes quickly in your lace. Also, try to stay away from the part because you don't want to whiten your part. I like natural parts. I don't like using the black spray to make my part super neat. I like my parts to look natural. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to whiten that part. So try not to pluck too close to your parting space. And after you do all of that plucking, this is what it should look like. It's plucked a little bit more on one side versus the other, but that little bit of extra work that you put in there will make a huge difference when it's sitting on your head. And then you just repeat the process to the other side. So to style the hair, I am going to use my wax stick. Now you don't want to use a lot of this because it will make your hair oily, but it gives it just lays everything down so nicely. I like using a flat iron. I like using a hot stove pressing comb to do all of my pressing versus a plug-in. You will never catch me using a plug-in pressing comb. But if that's what you only know how to do, then friend, do what's best for you, okay? So what I like to do is I like to press the hair back to get it all out of my face because I'm going to go do baby hairs, and when I install this, I want it to be just attainable. Like, I just want it to be tamed to where it's easy for me to put on and I not have to deal with flyaways or anything. The only thing that I want to deal with is the baby hairs that's on the wig, all right? I am going to take my edge brush and I'm going to pull down some baby hairs from both sides, and then I am going to cut them and curl them with my little flat irons. At this point, I could decide how I want my baby hairs to look. Okay, so I will like kind of comb them in place and just play with them if I want to add little swirls or anything to into them. Like this is the time for me to do that. And I like to take my Got to Be Free spray and I like to lightly, don't drench it, lightly spray it, and then I am gonna comb them in place again, and then I'm gonna take my pressing comb and lay them on top of the baby hairs. Okay, that will freeze them in place. I don't like using mousse anymore. I don't like using gel. I like doing this method because they look fluffy without like moving. You feel me? So I like doing this way, and it's it's just it's just convenient. Like at the end of the day. So I don't have any cornrows in today. I have my natural hair out and I'm going to use a stocking cap and I am going to stuff my little braided ponytail underneath there. All right. Again, I'm not molding anything down only because I am suffering from postpartum shedding and I'm trying to minimize as much tension that I put on my natural hairline. Okay. So for the makeup that I love to use is Ruby Kisses in the shade 16. I like to put that all over the stocking cap anywhere that I know might show in through the lace. That's where I put that, and I'm heavy-handed with it. All right. And from this point on, we're gonna put on this wig and make it look cute. Like I just want you to imagine you pulling your wig out the bag and the lace is looking like this and the hairline is even more fuller than this and it's ready to wear. Like, yeah, that's nice, but like it's not going to give realness, real scalp, like at all. So even at this point, it looks good. The hairline looks great, but you can still see all of that extra lace that needs to go, and we're gonna make sure that that extra lace go. Okay, but she is cute, I must say, and the hair is soft. Did I say that this was Jackie straight? It is Jackie straight, so it's giving black girl special. Do you understand? So to help this lace out, I am going to take my zigzag scissors with my tweezers. You could do this off your head. It's very much easier to do this off your head, but I had the wig on and I was like, I didn't feel like taking it off. So I'm just going to cut off the extra lace that is on here. Like when this lace comes out and it's on your head and it's a straight line across your forehead, you could clock it. You could clock it so bad, okay? You need to zigzag this lace. Like you need to give this lace some like just dimension, some dips, some all of that. All right. So I'm just cutting some of this lace off, and it's kind of like in the shape of an M in the front of my forehead. You're gonna see me lift up the lace, and you're gonna end up seeing how I cut it. Because when you do it this way, like just make sure like the lace is not like a straight moon shape across your forehead. Even though this lace had like little dips in it, you see it in that M right there. Like that little bit of difference is gonna show. It's just gonna be a huge difference in your install. So I'm take two glues, Boho Active and Ruby Kisses. No, that's Red by Kiss hair adhesive spray, right? I'm gonna take the spray and put it on my hair. It is fine to put it on your hair because it's temporary spray, all right? I don't keep my wigs on for a super long time. I'll spray it, let it get tacky, blow dry it so it's fully dried. And for me, when it comes down to laying my lace down, the front of my hair, when I try to use only spray, always lifts up. I don't understand why. So I typically have to go in with some boho active and put it at the very edge of my lace and lay it down that way in order for me to have a seamless hairstyle. Like I love lace glue, I just don't like to clean up, so I don't like to use a bunch of lace glue or only lace glue to lay down my lace anymore. Like I don't do that. But I will use some lace glue to lay down them edges of the lace because it makes a huge difference in the longevity and just how your lace looks and melts in the front. Because although I love the lace spray, it's not going to melt like some glue. Like it's definitely not going to melt like glue. Once everything is down, I am going to take my freeze spray and I am going to spray that all over my hairline. And I'm kind of like neat when it comes to the front of my hairline. I usually take my finger and dab it on the hairline with the freeze spray, and then I'll use the melting band and I'll just let it melt for however long that I want it to melt for. And that is that. So once it's been sitting, I am going to take the melting band off, and I might have a little bit of shininess, but that's easy to clean up. You can use alcohol wipes, or you can just go back in with your makeup. Your makeup will make that disappear. But you can see the demarcation, so I am going to go back in with some makeup to blend in where my makeup disappeared from the band, and it just looks good. Now I want to preference this and say that this is lace. You will see lace. I don't know, like y'all just be looking at social media and just think that you're going to end up seeing scalp. No, you're going to see lace, but you want to minimize your lace as best as you can, and this is a great way because it looks so good. Okay, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down below in the comment section. Everything I used in this video will be linked down in the description box. And until next time, bye, best friends.